There was a time in my life when I used to say something with much confidence. I would say, no one controls me. And to me, it sounds power. That sounded like freedom. But what I didn't know was that sentence was not coming from strength. It was coming from something deeper, something quieter, something I hadn't faced yet. The identity. I didn't like being told what to do. I didn't like advice. I didn't like correction. If someone tried to guide me, sometimes something inside me will resist immediately. And I told myself, that's just who I am. Independent, strong, uncontrolled. But if I'm honest, that version of me didn't form in peace. It formed in moments where I didn't feel safe. Moments where being open, being soft, being trusting came with a cost. So my mind learned something. It said, never let anyone have that kind of power over you again. And I listened. The misunderstanding. But here is what I didn't understand at the time. When you have experienced control, your mind doesn't just protect you from control. It starts to interpret everything. So now, guidance feels like control. Correction feels like disrespect. Support feels like suspicion, even when it's not. And that's dangerous because now you are not just avoiding harm, you are also pushing away help, and you don't even realize it. You just think, I don't like being told what to do. But the truth is, your past is still speaking for you. The cost. And for a long time, I lived like that. I didn't depend on anyone. I didn't ask for help. I handled everything alone. And on the outside, it looks like strength. People even respected it. But on the inside, there was distance because every time someone tried to get close, my mind would question it. What do they want? Are they trying to control me? So I stayed guided. And this is the part people don't talk about. You can avoid control and still end up isolated. You can protect yourself so well that you blocked connections too. And then one day you realize you are free from control, but you are also far from people. Here is the shift. Healing started when I asked myself one uncomfortable question. Is this control, or is this care I don't recognize yet? That question slowed me down because not everyone was trying to control me. Some were trying to guide me. Some were trying to help me grow. Some were trying to care. But my mind couldn't tell the difference. Everything felt the same. So I had to unlearn that. I had to sit with discomfort. I had to listen without reacting immediately. I had to observe instead of assuming. And slowly, I started seeing clearly again. The realization, and this is what changed everything for me. Real freedom is not saying no one controls me. Real freedom is saying I control how I respond. Because if everything triggers you, if everything feels like an attack, if you can't receive anything without reacting, then you are not free. You are reactive. And reaction is still a form of control, just not from outside, from within. Self-control is different. It means you can listen and still choose. You can be corrected and still stand strong. You can walk away without anger controlling you. That's power. So today, I don't say no one controls me anymore. Not because I became weak, but because I became aware. Now I understand. Some of the things I called strength were actually protection. Some of the things I called independence were actually distance. And some of the things I resisted were actually opportunities to grow. So, I will leave you with this. Ask yourself honestly, when you say, no one controls me, is that freedom speaking? Or is that something in you that still needs to heal?